I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Yesterday I went to the Osnabrück regional in Germany and got third place with Mitsurugi Ogdoadic. So yes, and therefore I would like to share my deck profile with you. Because originally I was just like going there for fun because I was not like expecting to perform that good on that day, because this deck is rather not a fun deck, but it's not as competitive as, for example, Rise Mitsurugi. But I still I played for fun, and because I think you can do a lot of cool things with it, and the two engines also were, it feels like they were made for each other, and you can perfectly bridge from one engine to another, and it feels super cool. You can do cool things with it, and yes, I just went there for fun because I think regionals are the most fun kind of tournaments, because they are bigger but not too big, and yes, so and I didn't expect to perform that good, and yes, therefore I would like to share my profile with you. And yes, here's the box as the proof for the top 4, and yes, then let's start with the main deck. So for the Mitsurugi engine, I play 2 Amino, 2 Futsu, 3 Saji, 1 Kusanagi, 1 Nightsword Serpent, but it could be also treated as an Ogdoadic card, because it's used in like both engines for the combos. 3 Ritual, 3 Prayers, and 1 Great Purification. So the reason for the second Futsu is that the best combos always start with 1 ritual and the ritual spell in hand. The combos with Amino are a little bit better, but the ones starting with Futsu and the ritual are also pretty good and play around a lot of things. And Futsu is in this version, since we're playing like pure reptiles, the most important end board piece, because it provides so much layering interruptions. And yes, I usually side out the second one going second for additional non-engine, yes, but there's no changes I would do about these ratios. So then for the Ogdoadic cards, we play 3 Snake Rain, 3 Nunu, 1 Zoha, 2 Naoya, 1 Curse, 3 Daybreak, and 1 Water Lily. And the engine requirements are Nephil Abyss and Octo Abyss. So Snake Rain and Nunu are both 1 card starters. The combos only starting with one of these and not having hard drawn any Mitsurugi cards are pretty fragile, but they're still 1 card combos, and if you have additional extenders from the Mitsurugi package, you can push your combo through. You play the Zoha to have Nunu, to have a 1 card combo with Nunu, because you send Zoha, then you reborn Nunu and normal summon Zoha, and then you can do King of the Feral Int. So this one here, this package is used to get a curse into the grave by Naoya, then reborn curse and Naoya with the effect of curse, and then we search one of these, usually this one, but if we have this hard drawn, we can also search this, because this is basically means special 1 reptile from the deck. And yes, we play 3 of these to dodge cards like Imperm or Valor on both your Ogdoadic and your Mitsurugi cards. It only does not apply to King of the Feral Imps because he has not a level. And yes, a reason for Tunaria is like this is not a one card starter, but it opens like a whole new how to say branch of combos and plays you can do. So it's okay to have this hard drawn. It's not a brick at all, and basically having anybody plus so something like a hand trap like Ash or Fuvalos, and Nauya is basically the same combo as Nunu. And you save one King of the Feral Imps even in this combo because you have this hard draw. Yes, so and these ones, so this is this can be an extender when specialing itself from the graveyard with this own effect, but then you're locked into reptiles for 2 turns. So this should be only used carefully, but you can use the on-field effect to reborn any monster from your graveyard, so it's pretty neat. And this one is an additional board wipe as Amino is. And with these two you can make Varudras, which is another Omni Negate. So yes, that's it for the engine. For the non-engine we play 3 Fuvalos, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Triple Tactics Talents, 3 Forbidden Droplets and 1 Court Buy. So we're playing in total 45 main deck cards, and since this deck relies so much on 2-card combos, you cannot increase your non-engine amount too much. So you have to play like the most important ones. And this one is just too good, going second. This one is covers up a lot of matchups and can also be used defensive to negate Fuvalos or Meowths, which are both really so the deck is pretty struggling under both of those. And Triple Tactics is like one of the best cards to extend. So as I said, sometimes the combos are very fragile, so the effect to draw cards with talents comes up a lot. And yes, Droplet is important because it's like high impact, and we need to have a main deck out for Vela, and it's very flexible, and yes, Copper is pretty self-explanatory. So this was it for the main deck. Let's go to the extra deck. So we play 1 Link Spider, 1 Lizardos, Beat Corp, IP, SP, Arbo, and Underworld Goddess. So these ones are required for some combos, and this is a very nice card in general because it can make your Daybreak alive in the graveyard by banishing 1 reptile, and you can draw a card, and yes, you can do some extra combos with it. Beat Corp is like perfectly fits in this deck because it's first the bridge for a bow, and with the tribute effect you can also trigger your Mitsurugi cards, which also comes up in some combos. And it fits perfectly in this deck. And yes, IP and SP are also like endboard pieces, or yes, or we make the Abao with IP and then reborn the IP to make SP. And I play Underworld Goddess because it's a second IP target, and we have an out for Light Dark made Chaos Angel, which can be pretty tough to out. So you can either out it with Mitsurugi Great Purification or a Droplet, and yes, to have one out that is always available is like the right choice. It did not come up a lot yesterday. It didn't come up once, sorry. Yes, but it's in theory it's mandatory to play it. For the XE monsters, we play 2 King of the Feral Imps, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Photon Lord, 1 Dingirsu, 1 Varudras, 1 Zeus, and his little brother Typhon. So yes, basically this card is self-explanatory. We can do Abyss Dweller because we're playing a lot of level 4 monsters, and it's pretty good in the format right now. We play Photon Lord to play around Nip and to have like a safe monster negate. Dingirsu comes up like when you went first and your board you have your board got somehow a little bit broken, or the opponent did not scoop immediately, then you can do it to outblack the rest and to finish. Varudras is like one endboard piece that does not come up in like every combo or on each endboard, but it's in general pretty good. Also, not only the Omni Negate, but the 2 hidden effects are very good to push through boards. Zeus came up once yesterday after, so I made Dingirsu, outed something, attacked, and then laid Zeus on it. And Typhon also is like, I don't like it too much because it's somehow like a lose-less card, but I think it's still somehow mandatory to play it. It came up once yesterday but couldn't save the game, but anyhow I would still play it. So for main deck and extra deck I would do exactly no changes. We play like free Lancia, free Droll, free Thrust, 1 Duster, 1 Dark Ruler, 2 Xyz Encore, 1 Karma Cannon, and 1 Sanctum. So basically I only played against Malice once and didn't see the lands. And the rest was so Droll I've sided in a couple of times, but I've never seen it in my hand. Thrust is this is what I always side in going first and second, but I don't play it in the main because in the main you don't have like any good targets to set, and yes, and because we're playing Thrust I play like 1 Duster, that's the only back row removal, and 1 Dark Ruler because I don't want to lose randomly to combo decks, and I also sided in against Malice because I want to have a searchable out or additional outs for the Griffin lock, and it also does pretty much damage to the board in general. Also, like if you negate the Arbau or the IP or what else has been summoned. So Xyz Encore is another out for Dweller. It's like mandatory to play it. I don't play it at 3 because I also play Droll, and in theory when you throw Droll against Ryze, they shouldn't come that far to build Dweller because they usually like making Detonator pass. And yes, these are the going first targets for Thrust. So Karma Cannon came up sometimes, and I think it's the best generic target. because like D barrier is like only good against Ryzeal, and then I would only have targets for Malice and Ryzeal. So I like to have something generic, and it also like protects your board. It came up a couple of times also in the testing where like I had a weak board because I was interrupted multiple times, or the hand was not optimal. So my few end board pieces were, for example, negated by aggregator from the Ryzeal player, and then you can simply, like, if you have something with high impact, you can activate it and then chain Karma Cannon and to get this to push this effect through. And this Sanctum, of course, is my set target for the Malice matchup, but as I said, I only played against them once, and it also did not come up. Yes, here are the tokens that I use. The fifth one never came up, but yes. So in general, so like to give some sentences to like the competitive scene. So this is not a real good deck. So I wouldn't recommend this to play competitively in like tournaments. I just had a good day yesterday, so it's not a recommendation, and it's also like very hard to pilot. But yes, it's still a lot of fun, and it can put up like a lot. Like the board is basically unbreakable. So I played. So my matchups were round 1 Centurion, round 2 was Malice. This was my only loss because I got once ashed, and in the second game I got impulsed on my prayers, which was my only starter. Game 3 was against pure Ryzeal. Round 4 was against Goblin Bikers Fiendsmith. Then we are at round 5. This was Azamina White Forest, and round 6 was Fiendsmith Tenpai. And in game 3 he super polied me and on my end board, and still lost, and in the end he was like really upset and wondered why he did not break my board. So it was kind of funny. Yes, last round was against Fiendsmith, the Ryzeal Mitsurugi, and yes, I had some very good hands some time. I had some luck with the dice rolls in the important games, especially in the last 2 rounds, and yes, so I just had a good day yesterday, I have to admit, and I would not recommend this deck for competitive play, but I can definitely recommend it in terms of fun and doing cool things, because I think it's a lot cooler than Ryzeal Mitsurugi. And yes, just to have a short demonstration on like what your end boards look like. So you usually put out like any combination of these two. So Futsu is like the most mandatory. endboard piece because it provides so much layered interruption. So one endboard that is like possible is to have Varudras with Ogdoadic as a material. Then you can, when you use the effect, you can detach it, then you can reborn it with Futsu. Then you have a board wipe that sends everything that is not special sound from the graveyard. You have Photon Lord as a monster negate, then you can reborn Amino to board wipe, then he has this pseudo Omni negate. You have Abao, and then you can reborn IP or pop a card, and it provides so much layered, and of course the trap, not to forget, which makes the endboard way more stable, and I would never cut it. And also the graveyard effect to banish and special summon a reptile and attribute another monster is like super cool, because you can finish in the battle, and in like not in addition, you have to like cut one of those to make Dweller. I only made Dweller once because I had a combo line where I ended on 2 random level 4 bodies, and it was against Rising Mitsurugi, so it came pretty clutch. Yes. So, and just a couple of words to the Ogdoadic players or people who've been like doing research or testing with Ogdoadic. So I really like this variant. I really don't like the alien lock. I think it's neither fun nor competitive, and yes, if you like, you can give this list a try. The combos are some kind of complicated sometimes, but yes, it's pretty cool. It does a lot of fun, and yes, thank you everyone for watching, and yes, peace out.